All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome in. About to ship out some orders from yesterday and a couple from today. We have a total of, I believe it's 16 orders. Yep, 16 orders going out the door, 13 from eBay, 3 from Mercari, none from Poshmark yesterday. So we're going to be doing that on live, explaining what sold, all that good stuff. A lot of these sales are due to me cross-listing, due to Autoposher, moving stuff over to Mercari. That's helping. Mercari, no fees. Everybody's freaking out about it, but I'm liking the no fees. What's up, Angie? Welcome in. Well, let me throw on the chat over here real quick before I forget. What's up, Robin? Robin's over on YouTube. Slide that over. Slide this over. And then now I should be able to read chat. Cool. What's up, Liv? Welcome in. Good morning from Wild Rose. What's up, Wild Rose? You're not just going to say hi to me? How is it? Oh, I didn't see you. You're all the way up here, aren't you? Yep, you're first. What's up, Trisha? I scrolled up a minute, but I just saw join, but I didn't see your hi within all the joins. But yeah, welcome in. We got 16 orders going out the door. We're going to pack them all up. Should be a pretty quick, easy live. A lot of this is clothing. I only have one hard goods, so everything else is good to go. Good to go. My bad, Trisha. All right. I did start Depop, thanks to Trisha, by the way. I did start Depop 2 days ago, cross-listing there. Basically everything I'm listing right now. I'm also listing the Depop at the end of this month. Whatever credits I have left over with Autoposher, I'll just cross-list a bunch of items over to Depop. But I haven't had any sales yet, so we'll have to see how good Depop is. I have a bunch of stuff, just random stuff over there, men's, women's. So as I get some sales, and I'll let you guys know what's selling over there too. How does shipping on Mercari work? It's not like it's able to verify. I don't like not to be able to verify when it sells. So Mercari shipping, you put the shipping in as you list the item, and then when it sells, because I have Mercari shipping on, they just send me a label. You can either do it on the Mercari site itself, or they email you the label and you can print it out. It's super simple. It's kind of like Poshmark. You just got to make sure you put in the right weight the first time. You have a video on how to set up Depop? Yes, you need to put up a video on how to set up Depop. Quick synopsis of what Trisha told me. Trisha, you should put up that video. But basically, you have to go in when you set up Depop. You have to go in and create a listing, just a random item. Just create one photo, random item, and make sure you select your shipping address and put in all the other information under the shipping, and then list that item. And then as soon as you do that, now Autoposher will allow you to use Depop shipping. If you don't do that, then you got to ship on your own. And that's where I was confused, because I couldn't figure out how to get shipped through Depop. And then Trisha told me how to do it. So, okay, I'll make the video, Trisha. I'll make it. I sell live, and I'm in the works of building my own website. Do you think it's worth it? If you have enough volume, if you have enough traffic, yes. If you don't have enough traffic, no. I think you should list on sites that already bring in traffic. So, yeah, you did send me the video. She sent me a video with a voiceover, and I told her I was just going to take out her voice and then do my own voiceover over it. I might actually do that, Trisha, because I don't have the page anymore, so it'll work. I don't know. Did you do a shoe restock? Not this week. We were supposed to go out the last couple days and go out, but I wasn't feeling good this morning, so I decided to sleep in. We still might go out tomorrow, but we're probably going to keep the same amount of shoes for now until next week. So, what is the Autoposher app called? It's called Autoposher, one word. It's not an app, it's a website. So you go to autoposher.com. How do you ship your expensive boots? Like $550 boots? Good question. I put them into a box, like I showed in the video. And then I did the weight and measurements on the box. And then I also added signature confirmation, and I added insurance onto that package. So it cost me like an extra $15 in shipping on top. But that's because I wanted to make sure the item got there, and I wanted to make sure the person signed for the package when it was delivered. That way they can't say, oh, I never got the package. They signed for it. You have to take it. Like, you can't say you didn't get it. So, was your tummy hurting? No. My nose is all stuffy. Just edit out the personal details in it. No, I'm going to keep them in. I'm going to keep them in. Then I'm going to have people show up at your door. All right, let's go ahead and get started. First sale, we're going to be packing up. A lot of bread and butter selling the last few days. I'm moving out a lot of bread and butter, which is fine with me. Getting out some older listings like these women's Adriano Goldschmied jeans. I don't even pick up women's AG jeans anymore. So these things are probably like 2 years old. Finally got an offer on these on Mercari for $17. I paid $7.47. They sold. So no fees on Mercari. $7.47 into 17, just under $10 in profit. Do I pick these up anymore? No. So got them out, and I was super happy to take that offer. In, out, gone. Yeah, you have 2 attack dogs. You have 2 attack dogs, and you yourself may be an attack dog too, Trisha. So I wouldn't want to, go into your house. You'll attack too. You will attack. All right, that one's shipped. This one's going UPS because it's over 2 pounds. It's on Mercari, so I'm gonna set that one aside because I gotta ship that one. Go drive it to the UPS store and drop that one off. Next up is I hope this is the right one. Hold on, let me verify this. Yes, it is. All right, next up is a Ralph Lauren. This is a silk linen shirt. I paid $8 for this, and it sold for $26.99 over on Mercari. Again, no fees on that. $26.99 is what I made. $26.99. Appreciate the heart me, Meg. If you guys are just hanging out and you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Right now, we're just shipping items that sold yesterday on eBay and Mercari. So if you have any questions, drop them down. I'll answer those. If not, make sure you're following. Hit that follow button. I do these lives every morning, going over what sold and kind of teaching you guys what's selling for me and what's not selling for me. All that good stuff. What's up, Sonia? That one's going ground advantage, so we're good to go. Last Mercari sale, another crappy item that this was actually bought in a bulk buy. I never buy this brand, but it was picked up in a bulk buy. I just decided to list it. So the brand is Michael Kors. This is just a Michael Kors polo. The reason I don't pick these up is because they don't sell. Everybody always asks me, like, why aren't you picking up Michael Kors? It doesn't sell. It sits forever. This one sold for $13. I only had a couple bucks invested into it, but it was listed for like over a year, and it finally sold. I don't pick up Michael Kors. I just decided to list it because it was in a bulk buy. That's it. Don't pick this brand up. Do not tomorrow go to the thrift store and say, K-Way said pick up Michael Kors, so that's why I'm picking it up. Don't pick it up. I'm stressing that right now. So I'll get people saying, I saw you ship a Michael Kors shirt. I picked one up because of you. Don't do it. Does Mercari not take fees? No, they switched it recently, and they charge fees to the buyer now. The buyer gets the fees, the seller gets no fees. You're burning all your 6 hours. I know. Yeah, Mercari doesn't have any fees. Good sales day yesterday? Yes, I had 16 sales yesterday. From yesterday until this morning, right before I went shipped these orders. Next up, I got a Lululemon. This is a Lululemon quarter zip. I picked this up at Goodwill. I think I have a video coming out on this probably today if I can edit it and get it out. But I only paid $7.47 for this quarter zip. It's just a lightweight quarter zip. Literally just picked it up the other day, and it already sold for 26 bucks. Quick, easy, and outgone. Thank you for the video on the business policies for eBay. For Postulus there. Do you need to have more? You just need to have enough for whatever you ship in your business. If you are pretty much just shipping clothing, like I said in the video, you only really need buyer pays ground advantage and free ground advantage if you offer free ground advantage. If you don't offer free ground advantage, all you need is one business policy. That's it. And then you just put in your weight as you're shipping or as you're listing your item. That's why business policies are so nice. You can just go through and click. But you only need one payment. Shipping is depending on what you ship. And then your return policy, if you do only one return policy on all your listings, buyer pays return shipping or free returns, you only need one of those business policies too. So you can make it really simple. I have lots of business policies because I do lots of different kind of listings. So what's up, Jessica? What's up, Trisha? You're over there too? You're all over the place. Do you love hearing the cha-ching of something selling on eBay? Yes. I used to love it when I worked at the post office when I was in my truck and I would hear the cha-ching. I'd be like, yes, I just made money while I'm making money. 3 sales this morning, nice. What Wrangler jeans are worth picking up? I don't pick up hardly any Wrangler jeans. I think the vintage ones can be worth some money, but Wrangler is one of those brands I do not pick up. If you can get the George Strait Wrangler jeans, those are okay, but you got to get them really, really cheap. I'm talking really, really cheap. Next up, let me see if this person bought multiples of these. They did. Okay, so we'll ship that last. We will ship that last. Next up, I have a Ralph Lauren. This is a men's 3XB Ralph Lauren long sleeve button down shirt. Picked this up for $5.34. Because it's a 3XB, I listed a little higher and it sold full price $26.99 plus shipping. Buyers all in for $40 on a simple Ralph Lauren striped shirt. Wrangler Cool Vintage is okay. Yeah, some Wranglers I pick up like the Pearl Snaps, but again, they got to be really cheap though. When I was live thrifting yesterday, I picked up 2 Wranglers, I believe it was yesterday, or maybe it was a week before, and I only paid $3 and $4, and I'm gonna lot those up and probably sell them for like $30 for both of them together. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. What's shipping like through Mercari? Shipping is easy through Mercari. If you charge it to the buyer and Mercari, you get the label. They literally just email you the label, or you go on the site and you print out the label. Depending on what service you picked is how you're going to ship it. So it's easy. Super, super simple. Also, I want to ask you guys, since all of you are here right now anyway, what kind of tutorial videos do you want to see out of me on YouTube? I'm planning to make a bunch of tutorial videos over the next few weeks. I really like making them. I like how they come out. I like the program I use. I hope you guys like them too. So drop what kind of tutorial videos you want. Over the next like year, I want to make so many tutorial videos that anytime anybody asks me a question on live that I can just go, hey, I have a video on that. Go watch it on YouTube. So feel free to drop in the comments what kind of tutorial videos you want to see. And I will make mental notes of all these. I'm probably going to ask it over the next few weeks over and over again to see like what the most common ones are, and I'll start with those first. But I hope you guys like the tutorials. If you guys have any comments on the tutorials, how I can make them better, all that stuff, feel free to drop that in the comments too. Because I'm trying to get better on making YouTube videos and stuff like that. How to look for defects or spots and stains. Like, you want a video on that? That's super simple though. All you have to do is just go in good lighting, hold that up. How to organize inventory, I can do that. That's an easy one. How to sell 130K in 130 days. Authenticating, like shoes and stuff like that, I can make like short form on that. That'd be a good short form pice. Do you ever clean your label printer? No, I've never had to clean it. Never once. Never once have I had to clean it. Photo listing video, please. I can do 2 separate videos on that, Kim. I can make a whole listing video and then I can make a whole photo video, and I was already planning to do that. That's a good one. Next up, just a simple Peter Millar long sleeve shirt. Paid $6.96. I typically pay right around $7 for these or less, and these are only selling for $20 to $25 on eBay now. So this one sold for $20 plus ship. Nice little bread and butter sale, a little $10 profit. But again, I don't pay up for these. The thrift store that I go to have these priced at $35 a piece. I don't know. I hope they're watching right now. I don't know what you're smoking, but they're not selling for $35. Like I just sold that one for $20. Those are on half off right now for $17.50. Even at $17.50, they're never going to sell. It's just too much for a thrift store. So put those back to $5. I'll pick them up and I'll sell them for $20. Quick sale. Downloaded Autoposher the other day. I've been selling on eBay forever now, cross-listing for the first time, yay. However, I can only list 100 items on Mercari. Yes, I think Mercari has like a time period where you can only list so much until you make a few sales, and then you can start cross-listing some more. So once you make a few sales, Mercari will open you up. Or you could maybe reach out to Mercari and message them and see if they'll open it up already. I would do that. Videos, Depop setup, when you do inventory, set up business policies, thought process, how to pick up and not. Okay, cool. Cool. The thought process on what I pick up and what I don't pick up, you got to watch the live thrifts. Those are the easiest way to be able to see like what we're picking up, what we're passing on. How your bin system works, follow an item from the beginning to the end, like handoff from Kayla and mother-in-law. Okay, cool. That's a good one, Laura. I like that. Mercari already opened me up. Found Birkenstocks with LV printed straps. Haven't seen much listed. I have no clue. You'd have to look up comps. I off the top of my head, I wouldn't know. I would not know. For Posh Lister, Autoposher, you mean? For Autoposher, do you recommend to list in eBay first and then migrate? I recommend to list wherever you sell the most on. Make sure that listing is perfect, and then download that into Autoposher. There's 2 reasons for that. One, you want to make sure that listing is perfect on the site you make most of your sales on, because you want to still make most of your sales. You don't want to have any hiccups on that site. And then when you download it, that's a free listing. It's a free listing credit. when you bring an item in, it does not take a listing credit away. So if you list all your items on Autoposture, you're wasting a listing credit. So list it. What I do is I list it on eBay, I download it, I bring it over to Autoposture, and then I cross list it 3 times. That's 3 cross listing credits from Poshmark to Mercari to Depop. Again, if I were to list it inside of Autoposture, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 3. So that's what I would do. How easy is it to add my current eBay inventory to the Autoposture cross-lister? You literally press a button that says sync inventory and it brings in all your eBay listings. That's how easy it is. You don't have to, like on List Perfectly, you have to go through and tell it which listings you want to bring in. You literally just press one singular button that says resync. Wazzy, watch my if you haven't watched my tutorial on Autoposture, it's like a 13-minute video. Watch that because it goes over that. It's way easier. That's one reason why I went with that over List Perfectly, Autoposture over List Perfectly, because it's so much easier. Next up, we're going to grab at random. Trisha, I hope you're here. Trisha, I hope you're here. I picked this up in a bulk buy locally. I don't really pick up Orvis. However, the Active Fit fishing shirts, I think they have 100% sell-through rate based off what I saw. They're either 100% or like 80%. I listed this. I paid $3 for this in a bulk buy because I told the guy I don't normally pick up Orvis, but I'll pick it up if it's cheap enough. He sold it to me for $3. I listed it yesterday. Within an hour, it sold for 17 plus ship. So, Active Fit fishing shirts, like the performance ones, I guess they sell fast. So pick them up if you find them. Gotta find them cheap though, because it only sold for 17 plus ship. But yeah. God, Trisha's here. No, Trisha, I thought you were gone. I was hoping. I waited a little bit for that. Is there a way to have a default as good versus like new on Autoposture? That I don't know. To be honest, I don't really care. I'd rather say it's good and not like new on everything I list because I want to undersell and not oversell it. Because if somebody gets it and they thought it was like new and there's a small little spot on it, then they might give you a bad review. But if it's a good condition, they might let it slide because you said it was good. So I always try to undersell. Maybe a YouTube on how to find better descriptions of your product. Of YouTube, I might make a Golden Girl. I might make a video. I might do that tonight. A video on how to make a listing from start to finish. From start to finish. Really easy tutorial on how to make a listing on eBay, start to finish. And I might do one for like shirts and then one for pants, so on and so forth. So that way I can forward people to whatever video they need. Next up, we have a Nat Nash shirt. These used to sell for like 25 to 30. They're not really selling for that anymore. I only paid $5.34 for this one. It sold for 18 plus ship. Again, lots of bread and butter sales. Lots of bread and butter. I've even sold shirts for 20 to 25 plus ship. Nice. Same. I want it all to be good, but it keeps changing to like new. Oh, it keeps changing it to like new. Got you. I don't know. Reach out to Autoposture and see what she says. It might default based off what you constantly are putting into Autoposture. I think that's how it works. So if you're constantly putting in like new, it'll default to all your listings to like new. If you keep putting in good, I think it'll default to good if I remember correctly. For thrifting with bearded and surfs, yes. I have a plan next month possibly to go up to Surfs Upland and go thrifting with surfs. Chris is coming down next week. I think Bearded and Surf said they're going thrifting together next week. And then the following month, I have a plan to go up and hang out with Surfs Up and thrift in his area. And I'm going to thrift the Goodwills, and I'm going to thrift all the tags that he skips over. Because he only looks at the new tags, and I'm going to find all the stuff he's missing every week. Average monthly items sold? Good question. I'm just going to give you eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, because I'm not going to give you Whatnot, because that'll skew my numbers, because a lot of you don't sell on Whatnot. It wouldn't make sense to give you Whatnot numbers. So this month isn't over yet. I've sold 163 items on eBay, 60 on Poshmark, and 35 on Mercari. Last month, for the whole month, I sold 205 on eBay, 49 on Poshmark, and 30 on Mercari. So my sales are actually trending up right now. Average sales, I guess, would be somewhere around 270 per month is what I average, somewhere around there. If you include Whatnot, that's why I didn't want to really include Whatnot, but I will tell you on Whatnot, let me see, monthly, that's what I need. On Whatnot this year alone, we've sold 4,488 items. So we sell about 1,000 items a month on Whatnot. So add that into your totals. So full Colt Stadium tour, I won't even go to that place. I won't even step foot in that establishment, that crappy place. I can't believe you would even try to take me there. Next up, Harley Davidson shirt. This is a women's. We paid $4.50 and it sold for $14.99 plus shipping. How long do you wait to send an offer? Autoposher waits, I think, 15 minutes before offers are sent. How do you price higher? Right now, I'm pricing at or below prices in most cases because I'm trying to sell stuff quick. Back in the day, I used to price top of the market, especially when I worked a full-time job. Now I'm pricing like at or below, so I make quicker sales. Is Whatnot hard to get viewers? Yes. You have to have a following, and right now it's even harder. Even with a following, like I have a following, it's hard to get people into your shows. So, like a year ago, I was telling people, if you build and you do the right things on Whatnot and bring the right inventory, you can build an audience. I still think you can do that, but it takes a lot longer. It's a lot longer than what they're saying, especially now they want you to promote your shows. I don't know. It's tough over on Whatnot right now. A lot of people are quitting because they're just not getting enough people to get into their shows to buy their items. So luckily, we still have a good viewership. We built that over time, so we should be still good for the next few months. I think as we get closer to Christmas time again, Whatnot viewership will skyrocket. But right now, it's tough out here on Whatnot. Next up, we got some Twillery shorts. Picked these up for $7. They sold for $25 plus ship. Twillery shorts and pants sell better than the shirts. So if you can find the shorts and the pants, pick them up. The shirts, unless you can get them cheap, I'd pass on them. Can you change that in Autoposher? Change what in Autoposher? We're not good in the beginning. It's definitely changed. Yes. I just think it's the time of year too. Time of year it's rough, especially this year too, as opposed to last year. People are really hurting for money this year. Really hurting for money. So bring them into Whatnot. There still is opportunity to buy stuff cheap and sell it for a profit and a good profit. From shows, especially my shows, people are getting good deals on stuff. But yeah, it's just hard to get people into shows. Search should take you to St. Elmo's. What is that? What is that? I don't even know what that is. How many items do you have posted? Myself, I have around 2,000 items posted. And do you try to list a certain amount of items per day? 30 items per day. We've been able to do 30 per day this whole week so far. We're going to do another 30 today too. The girls are listing right now. Kayla's taking photos. Mom's doing drafts. So we should get another 30 done today. Finding balance, real life schedule, cleaning, cooking, listing. I know it doesn't feel like a lot for you guys to schedule, but for second nature too. I could do a video like that. To be honest, I don't really have a schedule. It would be hard for me to make that video. Kayla pretty much does the housework. She works like 20 hours a week, and then I'll work more than 40. So that's how we balance it. She has more time for the housework. I have more time for work. That's a good thing about working from home too. That's one reason why I don't want to get a warehouse space, because then you have to drive to work every day, and then it really feels like work. Next up, this is a Burberry shirt. It's not a great Burberry shirt because it doesn't have the Nova check anywhere. So I paid $8 for this recently. I listed it only for $22.99. Autoposher sent out an offer to the buyer, and they paid $20.69 for this. Just a normal Burberry shirt. So don't pay up for these. They're not worth that much. What's up, Manda? Say hello to the queens. I will. I will say hello to them. I will say hello to them. Big dip in the cocktail sauce? What are you talking about? What in the world are you talking about? Big dip in the cocktail sauce. Do you think it's a good idea if you only thrift $50 plus items? Yes, I used to do that. My average sales price before I started moving more to the volume game was over $50. I think it was closer to $60. And that was all thrifted inventory. Yeah, I think it is smart, especially if you work a full-time job. You want to make sure that the time you're allocating to your items and listing is allocated to items that are selling for a higher dollar point, because you have less time to list those items. So yes, I think it is smart. $50 plus items. Of course, the more higher dollar items you list, the better your store will look, the better your ASP will be. The only issue is when you're at the thrift store, and I realize this now, you're passing on a bunch of $10 bills. Like every time you're at the thrift, you're like, oh, that won't sell for 50, so I'm going to pass on it. But that item might sell super fast, like that Orvis shirt that sold in one day for me. You might pass on that You might pay $3 for it and pass on it. You could have literally made $10, but you're too focused on making 50. So I think there is room for that, but also you're losing money too at the same time. But if you work a full-time job and you don't have as much time to list those little $10 items, then yeah, you should focus on higher dollar items. Next up, Untucked shirt. Picked this up for $7 in a bulk buy just a few days ago. It already sold for $20.69. Again, Autoposher sent out an offer, and the person accepted it. St. Elmo's is a money steakhouse. Nice. Surfs, we're going there. And you're paying. Hell yeah. I'm getting whatever the most expensive thing is on the menu. Filet mignon coming my way. All on Surfs. And he's going to write it off as a business expense. So it's a win-win for both of us. Passing on hundreds of $5 bills. Dropping them on the ground. Don't want those fives. I only want the 30s. But there's less 30s on the rack than there is fives, that's for sure. Or 10s. 100%. Best steaks I've ever eaten? Nice. Or it looks like it's a date. Alright, that one is shipped. Next up, you got a Polo Ralph Lauren polo shirt. Picked this up for $16.05 at red, white, and blue last week. It already sold for $39.99 plus shipping. Nice, easy, quick sales. Brand new with the tags. That's why I paid up for it. I knew it would sell for around $40. I went to St. Elmo's when I was in Indy. The Eagle's Nest is better though. It has an awesome view. Okay, we're going to both places, Surfs. You're taking me to both places, the Eagle's Nest, and you're taking me to St. Elmo's. Sounds like a plan. Any more restaurants Surf should take me to while we're there? Anybody got some more ideas? I'm taking him to White Castle. I'll actually go to White Castle because we don't have White Castles here. That'll be my first White Castle. Any opinion on having a VA to help you with listing? I think it could be good. If you get the right VA service and the right VA to help you, I think it could be great. The fact that you can just take all your photos and just send the photos to the VA and then they make all your listings for you, it's good. And a lot of those you pay only a little bit per listing. So as long as you have the budget to do that, I think it could be really good. Gonna get the runs at White Castle. It's okay. I'll be at Surf's house, so it'll be fine with that. I'll be fine with that. Mercari has been dead since the new seller fee change. Anyone else? Mine hasn't. Mine is actually up. Mine is up. Let me give you some. Mercari last month, for the entire month, I sold 30 items. We're only on April 25th, so we still have some more days in this month. I'm already at 35 sales. So not only am I selling more on Mercari right now, one is because I'm listing with Autoposher, I'm moving everything over super fast. Two, I'm not having any fees. So my average sales price is down by like 20 cents, but that doesn't matter. It's from $29.01 to 30 cents. It's from $29.01 to $28.71, but there's no fees. There's no, 8% fee or 10% fee, whatever it used to be. So, $870 in sales to $1,005 in sales. So in 1 month. So I would say Mercari is still worth listing to, and again, no fees. So mine is dead. Pazel, I think is how you pronounce your name. I'm not sure. I apologize if it's wrong. One thing I do is I use Autoposher. Autoposher delists and relists my old inventory on Mercari. So all my inventory is fresh at all times on Mercari. That's one way. That's one thing that helps me. So if you're interested in reviving your Mercari, you might want to look into Autoposher automation, because it not only delists and relists on Mercari, does it on Poshmark, does it on Depop, and does it on eBay. Sends out offers on all those platforms. Whenever you get a like on Mercari, you get an offer sent within 15 minutes. And on top of that, you can cross-list with Autoposher. So that's one way I get tons of sales on Mercari. It's AP. If you're interested, I have a link in my bio, or use code KWayShop at checkout. You get $5 off the first month. You could just use the automation tool, and you get it for $30 for the first month. Easy peasy. Hashtag ad. Hashtag ad. And it's super easy to use, just like Moon said. Does Autoposher allow you to see the photos so you can delete some when cross-posting to Poshmark and Mercari, giving them limited photo amounts? Also, does Autoposher have vacation mode so that you can pause my membership? Yes, Autoposher right at the top says about vacation mode. As soon as you turn on vacation mode on any of your platforms, Autoposher will pick up that your platform is on vacation mode. You don't even have to touch it. It does it for you. As far as deleting photos, that is a question that you have to propose to somebody that actually lists a ton of photos. I only put 5 to 7 photos on all my listings, so when I cross list, I don't have that issue. I'm assuming, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, if you have more than the allotted amount of photos, it's going to either take off your last few photos or instruct you to take off some of your photos. But that question I do not know because I only list 7 photos. Tops. 7 photos tops. But about the vacation mode, yes, I know about that. It takes it off. When you're on vacation mode, it's on vacation mode. Any SB dunk lows in size 12? No. No dunk lows in a size 12. Use Dan Posher, under 100 items listed. I send out promoted offer on Mercari when I get a like. There you go. I use Dan Posher. What is Dan Posher? Oh, Dan Posher. Yeah, your own Posh tool. What did Trish say? How come you don't sell plush? Lots of money in them? Because I don't like selling plush. I don't know. It's not something that I like selling. I know people can make good money on selling plush. I don't know if people make good money selling plush, actually. Does anybody know somebody who makes a full-time income selling just plush? Does anybody know? I know lots of people that make a full-time income selling clothing. But plush. Does plush really sell that well? Are we talking like you can sell like 15 to 20 plush items a day? Or are we talking plush is like an add-on to your business where you can sell, 1, maybe 2 every couple days and you're good to go? Plush takes a lot of space. Guy with a beard. Harry Tornado. Well, Harry Tornado has a different way of selling plush. He sells plush to his viewers. That's a lot different than a normal person listing plush on eBay. It's a lot different. Yeah, I got my own opinions on that, but yeah. Throw it in the mix. Adjust a 99-cent sold for 19. Yeah, I think it's more of something that you can like add to your business. But yeah, like Trisha said, it takes up a lot of room. So if I were to like try to sell plush, it would take up a lot of my bin space. Although it's super easy to ship them, right? You just throw them into a bag. You don't even have to poly bag those. You just throw them into a bag and ship them out. So it's a benefit. I think there's money to be made. I just don't think there's like consistent, huge money to be made. I don't think you can sell a lot. Yeah, Build-A-Bear's a bowl. There's a lot of bowls. Jellycat, Build-A-Bear. I'd have to learn the whole plush game too. That would probably take a long time to learn that. I throw it in the mix. Yeah. I think plush is good. I think plush is a good addition, especially if you know your stuff when it comes to plush. It's good to add that on to your business model if you're also selling other stuff. If you're just selling plush, I don't think you're going to be able to make a full-time income, selling plush. So, thoughts on Amazon FBA? Lots of money to be made on Amazon. I don't currently sell on Amazon. Will I sell on Amazon in the future? Maybe. But there's lots of money to be made. Yeah, Amazon's a beast. Amazon, if you know your stuff, you can make tons of money. So, yeah, if you're interested in Amazon, I'm never going to knock anybody that sells on Amazon. You can make good money on Amazon. All right, last 2 sales really quick. I'll keep answering questions while you guys are here too. These 2 Bugatti shirts sold to the same buyer for $95. I paid just around $50 for both of these. Not a huge sale. I'm glad to see these gone. I'm almost out of Bugatti shirts. I picked these up bulk buy a long time ago off of a website, and they're finally almost gone. So I'm glad to see them almost gone. Gone. I might actually ship these separately. I would save money if I ship them together, but this is going to be a big old package if I do that. Let me see how this looks. Does the stuff you sell on Amazon have to be new? No, you can sell pre-owned on Amazon. I'm actually going to ship these separately because I don't want to have to use a box. I might save a little bit of money if I do them together, but this will ensure they get there, and because they have the stupid collar guards on them, so oh well, we'll ship them separately. I think this person has bought 4 Bugatti shirts in the last 2 days off me. 4 Bugatti shirts in the last 2 days. They have been buying them all. How about Wayne plush for the merch store? No, I'm good. I'm good. Zombie Bargain Hunter in California has only 600 listings, sells tons of them. There you go. I guess. I mean, you get them cheap. You get them cheap at like yard sales and stuff. That's like an anomaly though. I know a lot more people that are making full-time income selling clothing. than like the one person that sells a bunch of plush, right? There's one person that sells a bunch of plush. There's a lot of people that sell a bunch of clothing. Do you ever see for your mail person when they pick up your packages? No, I don't. I just leave my packages outside. My mail person picks them up every single day. He scans my packages. I never have to worry about him. He always scans my packages, and he's a good dude. I used to work for the post office too, so whenever I get a new guy, I always make sure I let him know, like, hey, I used to work for you guys. If you could, just make sure you scan my packages. I know how the system works. I know that you have to scan them when you get here. Scan them when you get to the office. I don't care which one you do. Just make sure you scan them in. And then, yeah. But my guy's good. My guy's actually the union steward at the post office. And he doesn't care how long he takes on his route because he's the union steward, right? So he likes to take as long as possible. So scanning my packages actually helps him with his numbers every day. But he's a good dude. I actually used to work with him. He used to work at my office. He was a assistant back at my office, a carrier assistant, and then he got promoted, and now he's the union steward. So we already had a good rep between each other before he became my mailman. So he's a good dude. I like him. Speaking of that, I got to tip him in the near future. I haven't tipped him in a while. If I did all push, I would just have an extra side store. There you go. Yeah, like I said, there's money to be made in plush. Yeah, tons of money. There's lots of people out there selling plush. How many items do you sell a day/week? Do you want? Again, I'm gonna answer. I already answered this once. I'll answer it again. But I'm gonna give you just what I sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and then I'll give you what I sell on Whatnot separately. I sell about 1,000 items a month on Whatnot. 1,000 on average every month on Whatnot. And then when it comes to eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, I sell around 215-ish on eBay. I have 856 sales on eBay for these last 4 months. So do the math on that. 187 on Poshmark, so that's about 50 items, just under 50 items per month on Poshmark, which would be a little over 10 items per week. And then I have 87 on Mercari, which would be about 20, a little over 20, like 22 per month on Mercari, and then 1,000 on Whatnot. So hopefully that answers your question. Did you receive the shirt I sent you, and did it fit? You sent me the Titan shirt, right? It was a size large. I haven't tried it on yet, but it looks like it's going to be a little snug. But I might just keep it off to the side. I might just keep it. But I appreciate you. Do you put a thank you card in bags? I don't. I don't put any thank you cards. There's people out there that swear by thank you cards. I always forget to put them in. Like when Chris came and we did a Whatnot show from here and he wanted me to keep putting thank you cards in, I kept forgetting. So, yeah, it's not something that I like to do. So, yeah. Any issues with something not getting delisted even though you're using Autoposher? No, everything has been delisted, relisted, and Autoposher has a duplicates button at the very top. So if for any reason Autoposher or you make a mistake, Autoposher will pick it up and then you just delist it with the duplicates button. When I sync my inventory, every single time I look up at that duplicates and I just check and make sure that it says 0. If it says 1, then I go in and verify if it's a duplicate. If it is, then I pull it down. That's one thing she added. That's one reason why she added the inventory function, is just because she wanted to make sure there's no duplicates happening. What kind of items do you prefer to sell more on Whatnot? We sell mostly clothing. And by the way, if you haven't bookmarked the shows, go bookmark them. I put up a month worth of shows. So if you guys could go through Whatnot really quick and just bookmark all the shows, it'll take you 2 seconds. We have a show tomorrow night. It's probably going to be around 60 items. And I just sold a Ralph Lauren. Ooh, that's a good sale too. $100 sale on a Ralph Lauren piece. And it's pre-owned too. Go bookmark all the shows though. And if you haven't signed up, there's $15 credit literally linked in my bio. You go get $15. You can spend it on Whatnot this weekend. Go do that. Go do that. Free money. Wayne is not thankful for his customers. No, I just don't like putting thank you cards and everything. How much stuff do you post a day to hit those numbers? We try to do 30 per day. 30 per day. Make sure you're hitting the verify button if it's there. Yes, make sure you're verifying. And again, watch my tutorial. It'll go over everything on Autoposher, especially about the verify button. That's key. A lot of people are going to be like, my items aren't being pulled down from my sites. It's because you didn't hit that verify button. You got to tell Autoposher that that is a verified listing and you want it to be pulled down. How many items do you think you need to have listed to make Autoposher worthwhile? I always say over 100 items. If you have 100 or more, then Autoposher will be worth it for you, because then you can move your items to 3 other platforms or 2 other platforms, however many you have listed on whatever platforms you use currently. And then I would keep up with your listings, keep pumping out listings and make it worth it. You want Autoposture to pay for itself. You don't want to pay for a service and lose money with it. You want to make sure it pays for itself and you make more money with Autoposture. Appreciate the follow, Deep. Is there a team that does your shopping or do you do it yourself? So shopping is done by us. We do have consignment that comes in for Whatnot. So we have consignment details on our Instagram page. So if you guys want to consign with us, go read that. But that's the only stuff we have sent to us. Everything else is purchased by us. And we do have Mom helping with listings. So it's myself, Mom, and Kayla doing the listings and doing the background stuff. But that's it. Beanie Baby listings. Unless it's 100 Beanie Baby listings, yeah. Don't pick up Beanie Babies. What do you think when they ask for your zip and there's a zip shows a ship? Do we lose the difference we usually get? Wait, what do you think about when they ask for your zip and their zip and shows what shipping will be? Do you lose the difference we usually get? Liz, I have no clue what you're asking. You're trying the zip code? Is that what you're asking? If a buyer gives you a zip code and you put it in, and you want to see what shipping will cost. If you're selling on eBay, you're going to get discounted shipping anyway. So just, yeah, if they buy it, do calculated shipping and, you won't get charged that extra. Definitely checking out on Whatnot. Nice. Which one is better, Autoposture or List Perfectly? In my opinion, Autoposture, because I dropped List Perfectly. I don't even promote List Perfectly anymore. Autoposture is easier to use and it does more stuff than List Perfectly. List Perfectly literally just came out with a Poshbot. Autoposture has had a Poshbot for a year. Autoposture just came out with the cross lister, and the cross lister is so much easier to use than List Perfectly. Costs are about the same. The only difference is List Perfectly has unlimited listings, whereas Autoposture doesn't have unlimited listings. That's the only difference between the two. That's one where a List Perfectly beats Autoposture a little bit, but if you get the right plan, you don't really have to worry about that because you're never going to hit your listing credit limit anyway. So again, go watch the video. I have a video here on TikTok on Autoposture. The full-length 13-minute video is on TikTok. I also have a short-form piece on TikTok about Autoposture too. I'll sell you a Beanie Baby for 50 grand. I'll pass. I'll pass. All right, everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I love using Autoposture. Switch from List Perfectly. Yes, I did too. I will be live tomorrow morning shipping out orders. Again, we have a Whatnot show tomorrow, so go bookmark all the shows for the next month. They're all posted right now. I might have a piece of short form content coming out today, the thrift trip to Goodwill. That might come out today, and nothing else. That's it. That's all my announcements that I have. So I appreciate you guys hanging out, and we'll catch